Hi, my name's Holly. Welcome back to the channel. I paint paintings that are a little different because I'm a little different. So today we're going to be looking at the difference between Liquin and M.Graham's Walnut Alkyd medium. So these two products are both alkyd mediums, which just means that they both contain an alcohol-based resin, which speeds up the drying time a lot. So both these products actually increase the gloss of the paint and are both labelled as non-toxic, however I still wouldn't drink them. So both products claim to be solvent-free, but with oil painting anything can be solvent-free. You just don't wash anything with solvents, you actually wash your brushes out with either linseed oil or some other oil, and then wash your brushes in soap and water. So the consistency of these two mediums are very different. The walnut oil is more the consistency like a slightly thicker version of linseed oil, whereas the Liquin is more like a jelly kind of substance. So when adding these mediums to your paint, a little goes a long way, especially the walnut oil. It is recommended on the bottle and on the M.Graham website to only use 1 to 3 drops per inch of paint, and I would go as far to say that Liquin would be similar. It really spreads out the paint evenly and gives a really nice gloss finish. So these two products sound very similar in terms of the gloss finish they give, the drying time. Both have excellent drying time, especially when it comes to pigments such as titanium white, which has a tendency to dry very slowly, days. If you lay it on fairly thick, it can take up to 3 to 4 days to dry. Liquin and walnut, any alkyd medium really, can speed up that process and help the paint dry literally overnight. It's awesome. I love it. So the only difference between these two mediums really, apart from the consistency, is actually the smell. Liquin has the most strongest smell of any medium I've ever used. It is disgusting. It smells like shit. It smells like a definite petroleum type product. This is a medium that will quickly overpower and fill an entire room very quickly. It is so strong, and I really dislike using it. It almost gives me a headache straight away. So I tend to only use this if I'm painting a bigger painting out in my shed where I can open the back roller door and have a nice cross flow breeze coming through because it is so strong. The walnut medium, on the other hand, I'm not sure if it's supposed to, but this one actually smells a little bit rancid. I have reached out to M.Graham to see if putting it in the refrigerator would help in terms of the oil going off and extending the shelf life, well, because it is a type of vegetable oil, or whether in the future I should just get the smaller 37 or 40 ml bottles to avoid it going rancid. But having said that, you wouldn't know how long it's been sitting on the shelf for in the art store or in a warehouse somewhere. It doesn't actually say on the bottle when it was packaged. But this one is my current favourite. It has very little odour, speedy drying time. It has a beautiful consistency, slightly thicker than linseed oil. Like I said, it is my current favourite. So with both these mediums, you still need to adhere to the fat over lean rule. So a lot of people get this wrong in that they think lean means that they thin out their oil paint either with solvents or medium, and they lay that down first, which is incorrect. So these are actually considered fat. Any medium is considered fat. So fat over lean means the more layers you put on, the more medium you use. Lean means no medium at all, just straight paint. So fat over lean, you increase your medium with each layer. So how do you go about oiling out with these mediums? Well, the M.Graham website actually recommends that you don't use the alkyd medium to oil out. They recommend that you use the straight walnut oil. So once you put the medium on, you actually use a soft cloth to wipe off 90 to 95% of the medium so that the painting is not too saturated with the medium. You don't want too much on there when you've oiled out, otherwise it will create a very slippery surface and it will be awful to paint on. Same with regards to the Liquin. You only want a small amount when you're oiling out. You don't want too much. So when comparing these two mediums, I would definitely go for the M.Graham Walnut Alkyd medium. Has a beautiful consistency, little to no smell, extremely fast drying time, and it's just a really nice medium to use. Liquin, far too smelly for me. I can't use it. It gives me a headache. So there you go. A comparison between these two Alkyd mediums. I hope that helps in your painting journey, and we'll see you in the next video. If you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, I'll leave a link down below. Go and check out my paintings at www.hollyhartwell.com.au. Bye. So I've got a bottle of Liquin here. It actually has it. Yep, and I can't open it. Anyway. Whatever.